Unfocused.
What up?
Welcome to the newest episode of Unfocused. I'm T.
I'm AJ Twist. This is episode 203.
This is the Giraffe Rig episode, Pokemon 203. This is the long neck Pokemon.
Really? That's what they call them?
Yeah, the long neck Pokemon.
That's whack. They could have come up with something a lot better.
What was the fun fact? The tail will bite you if you fuck up. Don't fuck up around the tail. Alright.
Damn.
So with that said, this is a Collision 28 production, right?
Yeah, that's right. We're live on twitch.tv/Collision28. Or maybe you're watching us on youtube.com/unfocusedpodcast, in which you should like, comment, subscribe. And that's it.
Yeah. And then, so with that said, we're going to jump into the main part, the beginning of the show, the Unfocused Weeks, where we talk about the things we've been up on.
I was about to go to like a soundboard clip for it. I'm like, wait, we don't have anything for that.
Maybe we should.
Maybe.
But, yeah. No, so for Unfocused Weeks, I'll kick it off. So me and AJ actually attended a little session of Soul Calibur 6 with some
Oh, yeah. I was
friends
like,
of
what the
ours.
fuck did we do? That's right.
Yeah, we got some fighting game practice, and something about that day, like, reignited my fucking fire in Soul Calibur. I started playing, started studying shit.
I'm not sure if it was so much practice for us, though. You know what I'm saying? That's
It was a warm-up. Yeah. But no. It was good plays. I learned more about Taki just by fighting other characters and shit, and it's always good to see characters you don't normally see and see what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was the biggest takeaway from the whole thing.
For sure.
Yeah, we're kicking some ass, so like our abilities are coming back. I'm starting to try to get some new abilities, learn like how this current version of Soul Calibur is working, as far as Taki goes for now. I'm not even thinking about Mitsurugi, because he seems like he has a lot to learn with it. He can move around really fluidly now, but you got to really know all his stance changes and shit.
Right.
Yeah, so that's the main thing I've been doing. The other thing, I've been reading the next part of that Justice League comic I was reading like a month ago. I finally got the second part. Other than that, Haunting on Hill House. I'm almost done with that fucking show. It's creepy as fuck. I got like 2 episodes left.
Cool.
Yeah, that's about it for my Unfocused Week.
How about that Legend of Zelda?
Oh, you're right. Well, he knows my Unfocused Week. I've been fucking playing Skyward Sword nonstop.
I've been keeping tabs, checking in every day, making sure he's beating it, but
Bitch ass.
every time I come in, he's like, not yet.
Fuck you.
Actually, he's not even not yet. He don't even answer me.
Yeah, I stopped answering about 3 days ago. But it's cool because I finally got all the items, actually. So now I have all the fucking key items.
So now you're actually close to beating it now, right?
I guess. Like, once you have all the key items, you know that all that's left now is to fucking just play the game and be smart. Like, there's nothing else to gain except for hearts and rupees and shit. All the fun treasures.
Right. Bugs.
So, very important. But, AJ, Unfocused Week?
Yeah, so Soul Calibur. Playing a lot of that. Play some Tekken. Oh, yeah, we had some Tekken sessions with Reason, too, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, I played too. I forgot.
Yeah, that's right. We played that. Yeah, I played a lot. I was doing pretty good with Josie, but Reason kept beating me with his Harong. Yeah. So he's pretty legit. Pretty on point there. Soul Calibur, like you said, we're just exploring, learning new shit. And then it was funny because just the day before, I was just looking up tutorials on Sugmina. Yeah. And I just learned some basic stuff, how to keep away opponents. I'm like, oh, I should actually try doing that. Yeah. Because I never really played like that with Sugmina before. Because I like her close-up range. She's not that fast, but I can mix it up pretty good, like close range.
Actually, dude, you're really good at her close range mix-up. I think I was trying to give you that advice the other day. I was like, dude, you should definitely focus on that. Definitely keeping them away is good, but yeah, your mix-up game was pretty good close-up. No one expects that from Sugmina.
I think the fact that I can play close range already is good, and that's what made my overall game better. Because now that I can keep away and poke shit and just get people away from me, and then once they get in, and I know what to do already. I'm not scared, So I think that's what kind of helped me out there. But yeah, so learning that, just learning some new shit. I haven't really touched Talum or Xianghua so much yet. But it's funny that you said you're only focusing on the one. I've already touched all 3 of my characters.
I mean, I touched Mitsurugi. I learned what the moves are, but I just feel like you really gotta sit there with him in training mode because I saw how that guy Drew was moving around with him and shit, and I was like, oh shit, like I can do cool shit with him, but the way he was actually moving around the field and shit, changing sides and stuff, I was like, that'd be really useful for fucking Mitsurugi. Yeah. Especially now, as I was mentioning, his whole game was he had mostly verticals. He'd still fuck you up. But now he's not quite as good as he was, as far as that kind of shit goes. You can sidestep a lot of his shit, Yeah. Which, that's good that they balanced it out. They gave him more stance shit to fuck with.
He has some fucking range. I was fighting a Mitsurugi online today with Sugmina, and it was really hard for me to keep him away. And when I had him at the right spot, he was able to
just extend
just a little bit to poke me.
Yeah,
and ruin everything and then run in on me. I was like, fuck. Like if I'm at the right spot for a good hit, like he's able to touch, like just poke me a little bit.
Just barely, bro.
I was like, man, that sucks. But yeah, Mitsurugi looks pretty good. But yeah, like it's funny because I started using Sungmina a lot because she was the one that was most like what I was used to in the past. And I fucked around some Talon for a bit, and I got used to like not doing old shit now.
Yeah.
And I'm almost there with Xianghua, but with Xianghua, I realize there's a lot of new shit that I have to learn.
Yeah.
So that's why I haven't dug deep into Xianghua yet.
Yeah, I seen Xianghua's doing some weird shit, like weird strings I'd never seen and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, that's what I got to learn with Xianghua there too. And then she has a couple of new stances too that she's never had before. Yeah, or at least one at least. She like when she's low, she has this quick little duck. It almost looks like AOP, Xiao Yu's Art of the Phoenix.
For anyone who doesn't know, it's like that Chinese Phoenix stance.
Yeah. Like she has something kind of similar, but it's like for a second though. Like she just holds it for a second, but then she like resets real quick. So you have that split second to
like
to
possession.
do something. I guess so. Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
never fucked with Taki that much, so I'm not sure how possession works, but I guess so. It only lasts for a second. It's always after a move too. I can't just go into it. It's always after a certain move or something like that.
For anyone who's confused, if you're not a fighting game fan, there's a reason you're confused. We're talking about specific stuff about games, about fighting games. But all right, yeah, so we've been fucking loving Soul Calibur. I really like the mechanics. It feels fair. You know, that's what I like about it. It feels fair.
Yeah.
Even though people online don't play that way. But, you know, the game overall is pretty balanced, I'd say, from what I've seen.
Yeah, like once you learned and unlearned old shit and you learned some of the new shit, then it started making sense. Because in the beginning I was like struggling because none of my characters were working out the way I wanted them to work out. But now that I've like unlearned some of that old stuff and been more focused on the new shit, and it's looking a lot better now.
Read any comics or watch any cool shit?
Yeah, so nothing else to say about Soul Calibur. So I picked up my latest issue of Sonic. It's really interesting.
Tell them what you saw in there that tripped me the fuck out.
So if anyone's reading it or hasn't caught up yet, spoilers.
Spoilers for the new Sonic comic. It's just called Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog, IDW. So the main villain we found out is Metal Sonic. Neo Metal Sonic, by the way. Apparently, in the past, which, again, I don't know where this originates from, but Robotnik had, like, super souped up Metal Sonic to be fucking ultra badass and shit. Has, like, he can read fucking moves and learn shit really fast and shit.
Would you say he's super metal?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay.
Because what he did is he's been behind all the attacks that's been going on. Like, everyone think it was Robotnik, but they found Robotnik and his memory's wiped and they don't know what's wrong with Robotnik. So they just let him be on his own. He's on watch, though. And then, so they finally found out who was behind everything. And it was Metal Sonic, this Metal Sonic. And it looked like he was trying to take over Knuckles Island, which has that big-ass Chaos Emerald.
Yeah.
That makes it float in the sky. So that was his plan the whole time, to kind of get control of that. And he did. And he kind of took some of its power and became the yellowed version of Sonic, Metal Sonic. He's Super Metal Sonic.
Fuck that.
Pretty much.
Like, dude, Super Sonic's bad. Now you got Super Metal Sonic?
Yeah.
Like, fuck that.
And he's, like, pretty badass. And then, yeah, this actually comic doesn't even end their fight. So it's still ongoing.
Okay.
Which is crazy. But yeah, so crazy shit going on. All these new characters I learned about too. I really like this, what's her name? Whisper. She's a sniper. She's a wolf, but she's a sniper. And she doesn't talk. She whispers.
That's pretty dope.
Which I guess is appropriate for a sniper.
Right.
But anyways.
Oh, wait. One last thing I did read. I read The New Green Lantern by Grant Morrison, who's known for writing weird and trippy shit. And the Green Lantern was just as weird and trippy as I thought it was going to be. I don't know if I like it yet. But, yeah, Grant Morrison's a big writer. Green Lantern's a big title, so everyone was expecting a lot. But, you know, I'm going to hold my judgment back till more of it comes out. That's the only thing I want to say. New Green Lantern, I read it. It was good. It was okay. It was weird.
Cool. And then I played a lot of Pokemon Go. Oh, yeah, that's something I should add to my news real quick. I'll talk more about that later on. And then, what was I going to mention? On the Switch, they had that NES thing, the classic thing that you can do.
Yeah.
I Metroid dropped today, or yesterday maybe. And so I played a little bit of Metroid, NES Metroid. It reminds me so much of Mega Man. I didn't get far in it. I just like played until I died once, and then it was game over.
I wonder which came first. That's interesting.
I know, it's a good question, actually. But yeah, I played a little bit of that. That's about all I've been doing.
All right, let's jump into the news.
But yeah, just a lot of Soul Calibur, you know? That's how I do.
Okay.
Little Johnny Grease. The dude. He knows what's up.
What?
All right. So I'll kick off the news if you don't mind.
No, I might. No, go ahead.
Oh shit! No, fuck! I want to step on your toes here. So I don't know if you guys remember a couple episodes ago we mentioned about the N64 Classic and how there's a potential leak list of the games coming out, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So the N64 Classic has possibly been denounced by Reggie.
I did read a little about this.
You read a little bit about it? Yeah. So the head of the American Nintendo Corp. That his name is Reggie. What's his last name?
Fils-Aimé.
Fils-Aimé, yeah. And so basically, we were expecting to hear an announcement for the N64 Classic real soon because Black Friday is coming up, and Nintendo would definitely want to capitalize on that in theory.
And then for the last 2 years too, we've seen the NES Classic 2 years ago, last holiday season, or two holiday seasons ago, and then last holiday season we saw the Super NES Classic. So everyone was kind of expecting a pattern here.
Mm-hmm. But apparently that pattern may not be happening. I'm not going to say solidly because he didn't say no.
Yeah, he said we're not going to say we're not going to do it.
Yeah.
He's like, we're just...
He said they're going a different way. He said, so while consumers may have been anticipating something, we view these limited time opportunities. We've also now been very clear that as the consumer looks forward to engaging with our classic content, that's going to happen more and more with the subscription service. Meaning, if you subscribe to Nintendo's service they got coming up, you're going to be
the one that we have now, probably.
Oh, yeah. Actually, it's now, but I guess he's hinting that 64 games will start coming out through that.
Maybe.
I think it's a misdirection. I think a little bit.
I think it is. Yeah, it probably will do that soon, but they're still going to drop a console, I think.
Yeah, because a smart move would be to release shit that's not going to be on that classic console. And then that way everyone still has to buy the console. Yeah. If you want to make money. And I think that's what they're doing.
Which would be easy, too, because like their NES Classic has some titles on it. But I'm pretty sure what was released on this classic NES thing on the Switch has some shit that wasn't on the physical
most of it's
NES Classic.
About half of it's not on there.
Yeah.
So that's saying a lot. And it'd be smart for them to just release 64 games they know they can't put on that Classic. And then still put the Classic out, But
well, it'd be even smarter for them if they just did it all like now and just dropped everything on the freaking on the Switch right now because, we know you can do it. You've been doing it for years.
We know you can do it, fool. Don't.
Why are you holding back?
Why are you lying to us?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. You act like this is hard.
So yeah, that's my news on the N64. We'll see what comes of that. But for now, there's nothing on the boards. Don't expect it for Black Friday because we would have heard about it by now.
Denied. Yeah, for sure. All right, me next?
Yeah, do it.
All right, so speaking of Nintendo, looks like we got a trailer for something that I was kind of afraid of seeing
when
I first heard about it.
We were actually pretty questionable about this shit for a while, remember?
I was super questionable about it. But they dropped a trailer for Detective Pikachu, and I'm actually not that mad at it.
Bro, I don't think I'm mad at all.
Yeah.
I really like it a lot.
It looks pretty good.
And you ever remember that artist that was doing like those live Pokemon drawings if they looked real and shit?
Yeah.
He's involved in the team.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why they look so like realistic and have this weird thing to them.
Mm-hmm. And if you notice that Charizard has the same scales he puts on Charizard and Venusaur and Blastoise, it's that same artist. He's involved in
That's
the team.
crazy.
Yeah, so a fan can fucking become part of Nintendo or part of Pokemon,
Yeah,
very
in some
easily.
way. That's cool.
Yeah, and so I gotta find out his name. I gotta look him up.
Yeah, but he did like a horror-ish looking horror, like scary, not horrors.
He might have done that too. I didn't hear about it.
Maybe, actually, yeah, I didn't see maybe some Loop Bunny stuff going on there. But yeah, he did a horror version of like Pokemon, like a realistic, gruesome looking artistic vibe on it. So yeah, to hear that he's behind this, because I actually heard some people say like, oh yeah, this reminds me of that happened a few years ago. So yeah, I guess so. That's crazy.
And there's two things I really loved about this trailer. No, I'm gonna change it to three things. Three things I loved about this trailer. One, I was actually surprised how much I was okay with Ryan Reynolds' voice.
Yeah.
But it makes sense.
Deadpool Pikachu says RS in chat.
Of course. But it also makes everyone wanted Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Because he does the game or whatever, yeah?
I think people were saying that because they knew this, or they expected this movie to be bad. So there's like, let's just make it...
It would be fun at least if he was in it.
Yeah, let's just make it funny, like, and just, push it over the edge. Mm-hmm. And try to do that. But, I mean, this works too.
It actually looks pretty faithful. Like, to me, the moment that caught my eye, the second thing I love about it was when he first walks outside of his house and you see that fucking Pokemon world, like a main city. see a Charmander running by, you see a Spearow flying by.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, this is what the Pokemon world would be like if you walked into it.
Right.
And I'm like, that's pretty dope. The third thing I love about it is the fact that they talk about a character who didn't make it as a trainer. Because, you know, in Pokemon World, who do we focus on almost every game? Like 90% of the games are focused on trainers, right?
That's a good view, and I never thought of that.
Yeah. Like, what about the people that work at the Pokemon Center, you know? What about people that work at construction, regular everyday shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, this is tight because it shows you a little bit of that, and I really like that.
Yeah,
idea.
so we get a different view. We don't get to see it. We don't follow a trainer. We follow someone who's not a trainer, it seems, right?
Exactly. Or
that's cool.
Cool
Or he tried, maybe, you know?
Exactly. So that's cool because it's a regular person with some insight to the Pokemon world.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good narrative.
That's a good point right there. I like that. But yeah, it's realistic. Also, they're in Rhyme City, which isn't a city that I'm familiar with anywhere.
It's real though. I looked it up.
For real?
It is real. Rhyme City is in
what region?
It's either in the movies, the cartoon, or the games. But Rhyme City is real. It is a real place.
Okay, that's because I was gonna say because they can easily just make up a whole new region.
They could,
and it'll work.
I'd be okay with it. They could even like set up the future Pokemon games with a new region. But but I heard that Rhyme City already exists.
Okay, that's cool then. I wonder if it exists in maybe one of those like GameCube versions that came out.
Could be like in that mining game or Pokemon Snap or something like that.
Or mystery dungeon shit. I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up. I'll try to come back after the break and come back with information about exactly where Rhyme City shows up.
Right.
But all right, yeah. So with that said, Pokemon Detective Pikachu. I mean, from Unfocused, I say we give it thumbs up, right? One from each of us.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
good.
The other thing too, like about it, but there's more than just Gen 1 Pokemon.
Yeah.
They have like fucking Greninjas are floating around.
And Snubble's in there too.
Snubble's in there. I didn't see Snubble.
It's real quick, but Snubble's in there too.
That's crazy.
Johto's are there too.
Yeah. That dude, Goatee. That dude Gotti. What up? And then also, and so anyone was watching the stream right now, I froze on the Bulbasaur scene because I saw some other thing. I wanted to look at that scene because I like Bulbasaur, right?
I know you do. I know you were probably hyped when you saw those guys walking down the river.
But I also saw something else floating around. Like, what is that? It's one of those. Oh, what the hell is it? Some small mushroom Pokemon. I don't know the name of it though, but I think that's what was floating around. Or maybe it was a Floette. I don't know.
Oh, hey, one thing I wanted to ask you: did you notice that scene where they're in the woods and there's a big ass fucking thing in the sky? I think it's a legendary.
Oh yeah, that big ass wave too. You see too. Like, what is that?
Yeah, and
like, what if that's like will be water Kyogre or something?
Kyogre
like that?
could be. And like I said, there's also a scene where Psyduck is looking at the sky and fucking the woods are getting all fucked up and shit, and the ground's shaking. I'm like, could it be Groudon?
Maybe.
Could it be like, you know?
Yeah.
It could be anyone.
What would be cool if they wanted to make like a series out of this is thanks for that follow, yo.
Oh, new follow. Thank you, guys.
But it would be cool if they didn't show us any legendaries at all.
No, I want to see one.
Okay, maybe
I want
one.
To see one, bro.
Maybe one then.
Even shadowed out is fine, but I want to see one. Just show me they exist in a movie.
That'd be cool. Okay, yeah. But it'd be cool like if they didn't and then they just kind of like hinted toward it like in the next movie or something like that.
No, that could work.
Something like that would be
okay
pretty cool.
That.
Maybe show us a Mew or something like that, you know?
Yeah. I want something big. I want to see a big fucking legendary, like, come out in an epic way out of a mountain or something.
Fucking
like
Rayquaza or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like Pokemon Snap style. Because, you know, that's the thing I love the most about Pokemon Snap is when the Pokemon fucking reveal themselves from a terrain.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, that's fucking sick.
I like when that Charizard came out of the volcano and
shit.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking about. Like, imagine Groudon fucking comes out of that mountain. Like that'd be fucking awesome. Anyway.
I guess we'll see. But it actually looks pretty promising, so I'm not too mad at it. We got a talking Pikachu, but I like what they did with it. Is like, only that one dude can hear him. No one else can hear him.
Yeah, and I like they still put the original Pikachu voice when the other people were hearing it. You heard the Pika Pika? And
exactly.
He's like, oh yeah, you're cute too. They don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much.
I like that shit.
All right, our new follower wants us to do a dance. So,
what kind of dance?
There.
Like the Batman dance?
That's what you're gonna get. Oh, I don't know the Batman dance.
That was the Colin. What's his name?
Adam West.
No.
The
not
comedian.
Adam West. What's that guy's name?
Jim Carrey.
Not Jim Carrey, but he has a show now. Anyway, all right. Next piece of news. For me, I was gonna bring up the fact that Bad Boys 3. We talked about it like a few weeks ago, but now it's actually named.
Oh yeah.
Bad Boy 3 has a title. It's called Bad Boys for Life.
Oh,
with
shit.
the E as a 3. Super fucking cringy. I'm like, it's still gonna be. I don't think the movie's gonna be bad. And I was like, you guys couldn't have picked better title. You really got to put the 3 as the E. Like, come on, guys. I feel like we're a little bit better than that at this point. If they made 3 in the 90s, I'd be like, okay, cool. Put a little 3 on there. It's a little corny. But
go ahead.
So, well, it just confirms what Will Smith said. It's definitely happening.
Cool, yeah.
Which he said, it is like, no matter what misinformation you hear, it's happening. And he was right. So Bad Boys is happening.
Come on. I'm the definition
Bad Boys for life, man. I forgot about something on this
Y'all got drama, the saga continue with the whole.
So keep it. Damn, they better play a song. Again. So keep an eye out for that. We still don't have a release date. But it's definitely happening. Bad Boys 3. I'm assuming next year, towards the end of next year.
It's like an old fan-made something. This is June 2017.
Yeah, that's a picture. There's no actual poster for Bad Boys for Life. But that's what it's called. Bad Boys for Life with a 3 as the E. I mean, I love Bad Boys. I think it's just kind of a corny choice. We'll see.
Anyways.
AJ?
I'm excited, I think. I gotta see the first one, though. So, also, as far as trailers go, we also got a Toy Story trailer.
Can you be very minimal about what you say about it? Because I still haven't seen 3.
You haven't seen 3?
No, so don't
actually, even if you saw the trailer, it wouldn't do anything.
Really?
Yeah. You want to see the trailer real quick?
If you promise,
it's like a teaser. It's all it is a teaser.
Okay, all right, break it.
That's all it is. But it actually doesn't kill anything at
3.
all. Even if you saw the second one.
All right.
Wait.
Yeah, I did see the second.
You did see the second one. Okay. Well, that's all you need to know.
Okay.
But it's just short. It's like a teaser. That's all it is. So you just got them dancing around and stuff, and that's all it does is them dancing in a circle. But we get to see pretty much the whole main cast.
Yeah, I see all of them.
Yeah, they're all here.
Slinky's there.
Slink's there, yeah. And then there's this new dude.
What the fuck is
that? I have no clue. But he's all scared. It looks like he's made out of a spork. And then you just have this funny slow-mo, everyone just fucking up the ring around the Rosie.
Oh, imagine the value of a makeshift toy the kids make themselves.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like that's probably what they're going with.
I get that.
In this one.
Because there are value to that. That's what kids used to do when they didn't have any money or didn't have money for toys. They just made their own toys. I like that.
My grandpa, he always told me all his toys were like a rock and a stick. Those are his toys back in the day,
Oh, shit is real.
Yeah.
Oh, shit is super real. It looks good. It's a nice little teaser.
This is a teaser. That's all it is. And at the very least, we know that there's some type of new character, and it's not an actual toy, which is new.
Okay.
So that sounds interesting. I think there's like some other teaser maybe that showed off something similar too, where it was like some other creature-looking thing that doesn't look like an actual toy. So yeah, RS is sitting right now in chat. There's a second teaser too. So
I didn't even know. All right,
I was right. I wasn't just making shit up this time.
Hey, you knew what you're talking about. It's nice.
But yeah, Toy Story 4 is actually official now. We got a little teaser for that. I think probably next year we'll be getting that.
Yep. All right.
Actually, when was Detective Pikachu coming out? I don't remember seeing a date on that.
I don't think they put a date on it.
Probably
I could be wrong.
Probably summer next year. I would assume.
Oh, is it May?
I feel like I saw May on there.
I think it's supposed to come out like after Infinity War or Infinity 4. Yeah, whatever the fuck they're calling it. Anyway, okay. So other news. I need my segment for this actually.
Already,
bro. Damn. I'm already pissed.
Oh, already pissed.
Just got started.
Damn.
You look like this fellowship, so why you such a dick? You walk around like an attention on bang dick moves. Dick moves. You make me sick.
So in light of all these shootings that have been happening this year, which are all very sad for sure, there's a Kentucky governor right now called Matt Bevin, and this motherfucker went on a radio show to specifically say, you know what the cause of all these shootings are?
Oh my god.
TV shows about zombies. Walking Dead. I got a picture for it if you want. But yeah, so he says the whole reason of human-on-human violence, shooting humans in mass hysteria, shit like that, is because of the idea of killing crowds in Walking Dead. I'm like, exactly, right? I'm like, bro, do you know how long zombie movies have existed before this shit was happening? Like, come on, man. Like, it's just silly, dude.
Wow.
It's bad enough people do this to video games.
Yeah, right.
I
And
don't
then I guess he's like, that whole video game thing has been played out for so many years. Let's try a new direction.
Let's go back to TV. Let's take it back a little bit. Bro, I'm like, I don't even like Walking Dead anymore, but I'm like, get off their sack, bro. Just leave them, like, what does that have to do with mass shootings? Mass shootings has to do with parenting, dude. Like, or, why are you watching your kids,
I have a theory. Can I have a tin hat theory really quick?
Throw it at me.
I feel there's just some shady government shit going on because all these people end up killing themselves at the end, right?
Yeah,
like what kind of shooter that really wanted to do this would want to like not enjoy it afterwards
and not take the credit for
or not take the credit or something like that, right?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it too much, bro, but I think you are right.
I feel like someone's like paying them off or threatening their family or some shit, something big, and like you have to do this and then kill yourself at the end, so there's no proof or no evidence of what's going on.
Real quick, I think. Real quick, last thing I said.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying too.
Pharmaceutical companies.
Whoa.
Most of these motherfuckers are on pills, bro.
Hmm.
They want that shit fucking silenced afterwards.
Wow.
That's just what I think. But almost like most of these shooters are on some kind of pills from pharmaceutical companies, and they have the most money to buy silence. They're the biggest money-making industry in America besides insurance. It's like,
interesting.
I don't trust those fools at all, bro. Try to sell us
That's a
bullshit
new
pills.
one too.
Yeah.
But also, video games. I always find video games in their houses after they go, ransack it for evidence and stuff like
It's
that.
a plant.
Right?
All right, AJ.
All right. So, what else do I got here? Okay, so Pokemon Go. We'll talk about that right now. So that's happened right now. So we got a new event happening. I don't got any pictures for this, but Niantic finally has given us those evolutions from the 4th gen now. And,
Okay.
And then alongside that, we also have a new event right now where if you hatch eggs, I think 7K eggs specifically, they will come out as one of the Pokemon's base form that can evolve into a new 3rd form in 4th gen, such as like Murkrows and who else had an evolution? Elkid, Magby, like Swinub. Actually, Swinub's even not part of it right now, believe it or not. But like Pokemon like that. Also, there's a chance of getting a shiny Elkid too. When hatching some of those eggs, and the way that you evolve these Pokemon too that are now can evolve in 4th gen is by getting an item, which some of them didn't evolve from items in 4th gen. Some of them just evolved naturally. And you know what? Actually, some of them didn't, because I remember thinking about it now. Like Mamoswine evolved from Pillow-Swine, but if it knew ancient power. And
yeah, that's weird. Now it gets complicated.
And like Weevil evolved with a certain item. Oh yeah, everything evolved with an item. Oh shit, I didn't think about that. Okay, so this kind of makes sense then. Never mind. But yeah, but there's one item to cover it all though. I think it's called like a Sinnoh gem or some shit like that. And I think that so far the only way that people have seen that you've been able to get it is been after doing your the quest, the 7-day questing. So every day you do one quest and you build up to like a 7-day one. And once you do that 7th one, you'll get the item, and then along with whatever the quest also gives you, which right now is that Shud Ninja.
Okay.
But that's the only way to get that item, which means if you want to evolve everything, it's going to take you 8 weeks or something like that.
Damn,
right now.
that long?
Yeah, just because you'll get that item once a week. It's like the fastest you can do it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So that's the only way to do it. Unless someone finds out they pop out like out of stops, something like that. That would be cool. Or maybe raids can give you the item too. I don't know. That hasn't been proven yet, but that's kind of what's going on with that right now.
All right. Should we do one more in the music of the week?
Should we do the big one too before music of the week?
All right, I'll do one and then we'll do the big one.
Okay.
All right, so Sony is pulling out of E3 this time.
Oh, that was my news. What the fuck?
I,
Did we mention that when we went over
it
shit?
was on there. I think it's on E3.
Oh, you said Sony, and I didn't think. I thought of it as PlayStation.
Yeah, so I guess we can both talk about it then, because
Yeah.
I want to hear your opinion on it. So I'll read the exact quote.
Oh yeah, I have the quote here, but go for it.
As the industry evolves, Sony Interactive Entertainment continues to look inventive opportunities to engage the community. So for that reason, we're pulling out of E3 for 2019. We've decided to go with other ideas to delight gamers. So
Sony also earlier this year did not plan on doing a like Sony event conference because they've been having their own like Sony Experience conferences or like like expo things every year for the past 4 or 5 years now, I think, and they chose not to do one this year. And I think they said something like they had nothing really big to show off, so they had no point of making this huge event to show mediocre things. Yeah, so rather than do that, they just canceled that. And now they're pulling out of E3 too, which is strange because you would think, all right, Or maybe that they have something big to talk about, but they don't want to spoil it at E3. Maybe they want to save it for their next big, solo conference that they do. Their next Sony experience.
Do you think they're coming out with some kind of like their own event, like DX, like?
No, they have the Sony experience.
Oh yes.
Or the PlayStation experience. Like I said, they had it like once every year for the past few years now, but they didn't do it this year because they said they had nothing to show off. So maybe,
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Maybe they're pulling out even more out of E3 just so their people would want to come to their Sony experience a lot more than just E3.
You know what I think? I think they're buying time.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah. Mostly buying time, but also just to bring more people to their event. Because E3 is big and everyone knows that's where all the big video game announcements come from. It's E3, so everyone focuses on E3, but the Sony experience you don't really pay attention to because you already saw E3. You already saw their big announcement, right?
It's funny because I feel like they're taking the same route as Marvel with Comic-Con. Like they don't, but it's different because Sony does kind of still have to do E3, but Marvel just opted out because they don't have to do Comic-Con anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting.
Or like Nintendo, because Nintendo was the first out of the big three to pull out and start doing their own directs and all that. And actually not even be at the conference, but they still give us something at E3, but they still have their own little E3s or their own
releases for it.
I just said, the directs, like, on their own. They don't do any public, live events anymore. Mm-hmm. So I feel like Sony's might be taking a page out of that notebook.
Smart move.
But that's interesting. I guess it saves them money too, because I know they pay like a lot of money just to have space at those E3 events, and then renting out the whole auditorium, because Sony always does their events like at a different spot that's not at E3 where it's at. Some are still in LA, but just not at the same spot. Mm-hmm. So maybe they're just cutting corners, saving money like that, and just putting it all into their own event. That's my guess.
It works.
I don't know what else they're planning, and then maybe they are ready to announce maybe a new system, and maybe they're just holding up all that hype to blow out their own event.
Could be. I mean, that make it over the top if they hold those things. I think we're right about them buying time. And
then maybe also that would just make that event more valuable to people.
Yeah.
So every other year afterwards, they want to come back, see what the next big thing they're going to announce every year, and so they can just disregard E3 overall. And maybe that's what it is. That's my thought on it.
I think that's a pretty solid thought.
But yeah, that's interesting.
Last thing we're talking about before we go to break: Stan Lee, the king, the creator of Marvel. He passed away.
On Monday.
Monday.
It was like a mixed feeling event on Monday because I was like,
Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu, what the hell is this? And I saw Stan Lee, like, what the fuck? I'm like, this Pokemon thing looks kind of cool, but Stan Lee, dude.
I know it's sad.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm guessing the last time we're gonna see him is Avengers 4. It could be Homecoming or Far From Home, but we don't know.
Probably. I'm pretty sure I heard that he did film his spot in Far From Home already.
Oh shit! Okay.
And we know that the next Infinity War, next Avengers 4 is already done, so he's definitely going to be in that. And Miss Marvel, I'm pretty sure that's done, right?
Oh yeah, no, that's done.
We're seeing him at least 3 more times in cameos, at least.
And it's fitting that Spider-Man's his last one because that's his favorite character.
And that'd be pretty dope. But that was the last time we saw him.
And
that'd be crazy.
You know what I love Stan Lee for? I want to say real quick, the thing I love Stan Lee for is for fucking creating Black Panther. During the whole civil rights movement, when everybody was fucking hating black people and shit like that, this fool decided to make one of the superheroes an African king.
Yeah.
That's fucking big.
That's
him
dope.
and Jack Kirby got together. We're like, we got too many white characters in the middle of this riots and shit. Like, we got to have some more diversity in our shit.
Yeah.
So, fuck yeah, Stan Lee. And that's just for black people. He does something for everybody. Like, he made strong women characters, disabled characters, all kinds of things. Like, this guy, And he says specifically, Marvel's a reflection of the outside world, as opposed to DC, where you're thinking about mythology people. He's like, it's a reflection of what we see around us. I make these characters based on you guys, all of us.
Yeah, and he also made a lot of characters with actual human problems. Like, not everyone was just something. I'm just powerful and that's it. Everyone always had a human element to them too, so that we can connect to them too. It's like he's. Not many people do it, and when they do it, they don't really do it right all the time either,
Exactly. Sometimes it comes too extreme or over the top, and this guy made us love a whole universe of regular people with powers, That's fucking big. So cheers to that guy. He got to see all his dreams come to real life big movies. So
yeah, for reals.
He died at 95. Guy had a full
95,
life.
95 for reals. Yeah. That's crazy. But yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
I guess this kind of throws out because remember a couple of weeks ago, someone was in chat, I believe, complaining about how he doesn't like Marvel and he prefers DC comics because they're cheaper and all that. But I was thinking about it just today too because I realized that my Sonic comic that I just bought from IDW was also $3.99. and he was complaining that Marvel's all their prices like $3-4, and DC is still like $1.50, $2, whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that's just quality. I think it's quality. Like the Marvel comics have good stories, and I think the DC stuff doesn't really have good stories all the time, which is why they're always rebooting themselves. So maybe that has something to do with it. But then again, you can contribute that to Stanley's production and all that behind all those stories and all that. So there's something to throw out there too.
I like that insight. With that said, let's jump into the music of the week.
All right.
Music power.
All right, guys, this is music of the week.
It's part of the show where we share some music with you. It's what we've been listening to and what we think you should be listening to. Look at that new feel it has to it.
Yeah, hope everyone noticed that. AJ put some time into that. That shit looks dope. I like that a lot, actually, the jukebox.
Yeah.
All right, so for my music of the week, it's an Icelandic band called Insight. I love them, actually. The song's called Vaja.
Cool. And then my track for this week is I'm trying to remember the band. It's featuring Vanessa Hudgens, though. Oh. Who are they? Oh my god, it's like right on the tip of my tongue too. Phantoms featuring Vanessa Hudgens with a track called "Lay with Me," which is not a bad invitation with
Vanessa Hudgens,
yeah.
All right. With that said, we'll be back after this break, guys.
Yeah.
Alright, we're back with Unfocused.
That video went kind of crazy. They started breaking shit everywhere. It was funny too because the DJs, the Phantoms, they're like loading the drop, and they're like on their computer, and you see like a little loading bar and a big speaker like icon, and it's like drop loading.
Before the drop comes down?
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's pretty cool. Anyways, our tracks again.
Oh yeah, mine was Insight, and the song's called Vaya. And yours was Phantoms with Lay With Me. Yeah,
featuring Vanessa Hudgens. All right, and with that said, also, I wanted to say something. Oh yeah, but the whole Stan Lee thing. Do we know what caused his death?
I know it's natural causes, but I don't know
natural
exactly.
causes? We don't know exactly what though, huh?
But it was natural causes.
All right, I was just wondering what that was.
He didn't get murdered.
No, and he wasn't in the fire, because I know we had California fires out here, and he was pretty close, but he wasn't there. He wasn't, it wasn't that.
It wasn't that. And so with that said, let's jump into news because I got some Stanley news.
Oh.
Okay.
This is the news. The news. Fuck that one. It's okay.
It's good to me. All right. So, in a article from a New Zealand newspaper called
New Zealand.
Yeah, called Bisborne.
Where is that at?
It's somewhere. Yeah, they speak differently. England, right? It's in England. It must be in England. No, but so, a newspaper from Bisborne, New Zealand, had made a comment about Stanley's death. However,
a comment.
He was referred to as Spike Lee.
Whoa!
It said, "Rest in peace, Spike Lee."
Damn.
Dies at 95. It's got Stanley's picture. They mentioned Marvel. It says Spike Lee dies at 95. I thought that shit was hilarious. Wow. I was waiting for a
typo.
No, well, I mean, I think they just didn't know who the fuck he was.
Damn.
I want to see a tweet from Spike Lee being like, "Motherfuckers, I ain't dead."
I know, right? That's what I'm waiting for.
That's what I would like to see. Yeah, it's kind of funny, like how that shit can get missed because, like, they just don't know us like that.
All right, I wanted to double check that, make sure you got the right flag. I just looked it up.
Motherfucker, that's the right flag.
Because I heard someone get upset because the Australian flag and the New Zealand flag are very closely similar.
Yeah, they are. They are.
And so that is
I know that.
All right. Anyways, I never knew that. I never knew other countries have flags.
We'll talk about that later.
But that's funny. All right, well, Spike Lee, great comic book writer. All right, other news?
Go for it.
So 8-Bit Dough. You ever heard of them?
No.
I think I have one of their products. But they do like a lot of retro controllers, but make it more modern. So they have like Bluetooth in them and shit like that, right? So they have created this new thing called the G-Bros wireless adapter for the Switch. And what this is supposed to do is kind of allow you to use your GameCube controller on the Switch while it's not docked. Because as of right now, the only way that you can play a GameCube or use a GameCube controller,
it's gotta be docked.
It has to be docked, and then you have to have the adapter, the USB adapter, And the only way the Switch can take USB is when it's docked. But 8-bit though, they've solved it. So this allows you to play, with a wired GameCube controller while it's in that tabletop mode. It's also a Bluetooth adapter. Also has a connection port for the GameCube, also for a Wii Classic as well. It also is compatible with NES and SNES controllers too, which I don't know how that's supposed to work. I'm not sure if it's their versions that work wirelessly. Now that I think about it,
it's gotta be their versions.
That's the only way I can think of it working, unless it has ports on there for those.
Damn,
two.
imagine.
But the description only says they only have ports for the Switch, for the GameCube and the Wii Classic stuff. Anyways, it also could run on AA batteries, or you can charge it via USB-C, and it should last about 30 hours.
Wow.
That way. It says it's also compatible with PC, so if you have Bluetooth capabilities with your computer, you can plug it in like that and be able to use your GameCube controller on PC, which would be fucking very useful for me when I'm trying to play like random shit on the PC like that. And then this is supposed to be for about $20, and it launches the same day Smash Ultimate launches, which is December 7th.
Coincidence?
Maybe.
I think not.
You can also pre-order right now on Amazon too if you want to get that right now. Well, not right now, but pay for it right now.
Considerable. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's what it is. It's this little handheld thing too right here. So like it looks like the Switch Joy-Cons, about that size. Doesn't dock in like it though, but that's the size it looks like it is. And yeah, Bluetooth and all that.
All right.
Also has some buttons on there too, so your home button will be on there too. It looks like it has like a wireless button, I guess, to plug it in. Also your snap button,
and a power button.
Yeah, and your power button on there too. Whatever your home button, whatever's on the opposite side that allows you to take snapshots is also on there too.
All right.
But yeah, that's that.
In other news, Loki, Tom Hiddleston, he had put out something earlier this week. I think it was earlier today actually. It's a little clip, and he was referencing the Loki TV show. And so all we see from it is just Loki in a regular city, like a fucked up city, and he's got a beard. He looks like a regular guy and shit, right? And he's staring at the camera like he's seeing some weird shit, and it ends and it says betrayal at the bottom. That's all we know. It's a real short clip. You guys can check it out yourself. You can YouTube it. But all it is just a little clip of Loki looking like a regular person, walking through a street, like in an alley or something, and then he just stares at the camera for a while, and then it finishes and says betrayal.
So we got a teaser, huh?
Yeah, it's a teaser for sure. I didn't know the show was that far that they're already fucking filming shit. Like, he could put out a teaser.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
I don't know what it means. I mean, from what I saw on it, obviously we know Loki's known for betrayal, but I'm thinking maybe Loki was betrayed in some way.
That would be interesting.
Yeah,
that'll make the show worth watching.
Right? And it looks like it could be him in another time period, but who knows? It kind of looks like him now. I mean, I don't know.
He has a beard, though, you said, right?
Yeah, he looks like he was a regular person living a life and shit.
So maybe he was betrayed by Thanos.
I don't think so. Well, he betrayed.
Was he reborn?
Yeah, he betrayed the fuck out of him. And so yeah, oh shit! What if he's reborn? That would explain Eternals. What if Loki's an Eternal?
Whoa.
Oh shit! Let's talk about something else now.
Oh, now I need to hear this. I need to know.
We'll talk later because I gotta process a little bit because I'm like, damn, AJ, you brought up a really good point. Maybe he came back to life. We'll make him eternal.
All right. Well, you heard it here first.
Damn.
Speculations.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
AJ,
I think I got like 2 more stories.
I got 3. So all right, I'll do one more. Ever heard of Bat Kid?
No.
I'm sure you heard of Batman.
I've heard of all types of bats.
Yeah, they actually call them the Bat Family, in the comics because there's so many of them, You bring a picture for it. So the Bat Kid is actually a documentary that was on Netflix. It's on there now, as a matter of fact.
Oh, is it now?
It's about a kid who had cancer, and his Make-A-Wish Foundation wish was to be Batman.
Oh,
and
that's dope.
They didn't know how to do that, right? They got the full suit.
Like, how do we get you to training and the fear of bats?
Like, shit, we got
to kill your parents, too, by the way.
Yeah, well, they got to that.
Oh, wow. Okay. No. They got that far and never thought about it.
No, but basically they drive the kid, they suit him up as Batman, drive around in an all-black Lexus in the documentary, have him fight people dressed up as villains and shit,
That's cool.
So it was his Make-A-Wish thing. But guess what? This kid beat cancer. So he just got to be Batman.
Wow.
Score. Yeah, it's just news today. He beat cancer. He's totally cool.
Because he was Batman.
Maybe?
That's the cure. Batman beats cancer.
Maybe it's because he was Greg. I don't know his name.
You heard it here first as well.
But yeah, it's pretty awesome. I just like the idea. It's like a cool success story and all the fucked up shit we see in this world right now.
That's crazy.
So Batman made it, guys. The world's safe. Batman's cool.
Batman beats cancer.
Yeah, so that's interesting. If you guys want to see the documentary, I do recommend it. It's pretty fun. It's pretty heartwarming and shit.
Is his name Miles Scott? That's what's written on the key there.
Yeah, Miles Scott. That's his name. Yeah.
All right, then. That was Bruce Wayne this whole time, but proved me wrong.
Nah, bro, Miles Scott.
All right, my news.
Yeah.
Damn, Batman beat cancer. I can't top that right now.
He was already broken, dude. Like, now he beats cancer?
So Valve, I guess it did something good. I forgot my story here. They paid a bug bounty for $20,000. So apparently, there's this website called HackerOne. Ever heard of Apple One?
No.
Apple One's like a spot you can go to when you're looking for a job, and they kind of give you like what are they called when you're not actually employed there? A temp job. They give you temp jobs.
Yeah.
Well, I guess this is a play on that. It's called HackerOne.
Huh.
As opposed to Apple One, right? Anyways, so they HackerOne is a website you can go to if you're like some type of hacker, know your way around, stuff like that. And companies are always out looking for bugs in their stuff, right? Their software and all that. Sometimes they post job listings there. So someone found something from Valve there, and they went into like their Steam store and all that, try to find some bugs. And this guy found something, and he was able to kind of using tools like developer tools, was able to give himself like I don't know how many thousands of keys to download games for free. So he can pretend he was a developer on any game and then make key generated codes for himself.
Oh shit.
That's something that you can do as a developer. If you want to have other people test your game out, you can generate a couple of free codes and give them to people so they can test it, right?
Yeah.
So he kind of did it the opposite way and just loaded up a bunch of keys for himself.
Oh shit.
And he's able to use it. But he didn't do this in a bad way. He discovered it, he found it, he didn't use it, he didn't tell anybody about it. He told Valve, and then Valve paid him $20,000 for finding that glitch before anyone else could.
Hey, you guys, be a glitch snitch. Money,
Snitch. That's a new one. I like that one.
Should be a title.
That should be a title. Everyone calls them like bug bounty hunters and stuff like that. But
yeah, I just want to sound cool. You're a glitch snitch.
A glitch snitch. But there you go. So you heard that here first too. But yeah, if you're a hacker and stuff like that.
I feel like that's what the Koreans are going to start calling it when they're mad that the glitches are gone. You're a glitch snitch.
Who glitch snitched?
Yeah, I know it was you. That's really interesting. I like that.
But yeah, a lot of companies do that a lot of times. A lot of people pay out some good money for finding glitches like that. But yeah, there's another success story, I suppose.
All right. So my news is about Star Wars and their new show they have coming out on the Disney streaming app. The new show is going to be called...
more news about it, huh?
Yeah, well, the show's going to be called The Mandalorian. It's basically going to be about like Boba Fett's group of people, like assassin, bounty hunters, basically, right? Wearing that crazy ass armor that Boba Fett wears.
Glitch snitch, okay.
No, not quite. But so the cool news here is Pedro Pascal is casted as the lead of the show, meaning he's going to be a Mandalorian straight up.
Is this the same dude from Game of Thrones?
Yes, that's Oberyn from Game of Thrones. Yeah. He's also from Narcos. You might know him from that.
No, I don't know him from that. I know him from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he's a great actor. He's really good. I love they're giving him the spot. It's cool they give more Mexican actors like roles in Star Wars. That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Because we already heard that Luno guy is going to be doing a show about Rogue One, even though I don't like that idea of that show. It's cool that they're like spreading out a little bit, And this guy's a great actor. I think he could sell it. The cool thing I found out, this show is going to be showing the rise of the First Order.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's basically before Episode 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, between 6 and 7. So I think that's a cool time slot to be talking about because they never fucking talk about that shit.
Yeah, they haven't really explained that as far as I know, to my knowledge.
Yeah, I'm pretty on it. I haven't seen any solid explanations except for some random shit here and there. So yeah, it'd be a cool show to kind of flesh some things out. This show I'm okay with. The Rogue One show I'm not okay with. Let me just make that extra clear for our Focus fans. So, all right. Yay, what up, Reason? Thank you for joining us today, as always.
Yeah, Reason's been here. Anyways, Reason. Anyway.
AJ?
My last piece of news is just an announcement letting you know, I wonder if that starts tomorrow. Splatfest.
Yeah, someone actually asked us about it in chat.
Splatfest?
Yeah, which site we were on. We haven't picked yet, though.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, towards the beginning.
Oh, no way.
But go on.
I totally missed that. Oh, yeah, artists asked for it. Oh, there you go. Yeah. It's, this month, it's salsa versus guacamole.
Salsa, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, too.
Salsa, dude.
Salsa.
Win.
So there's your answer. Salsa.
You heard it here first,
Team
guys.
Salsa here on Collision 28 on Twitch. Team Salsa. If not working, then I'm casting it Saturday.
Right.
I'll be casting probably either way, either early morning or late night. I don't know. I can't do it late night. Maybe late night tomorrow. Maybe late night tomorrow.
It's late night. So I could probably join you late night tomorrow or Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, what the fuck? Vanguard? Fucking Reason.
Fuck this fool.
You made it. Because last week I was talking that I made Brawler status on Tekken, right?
Oh, he smoked you?
And then he had made Brawler before me, but I made Brawler, but then I don't know, just made Marauder on accident. I wasn't even trying. This motherfucker made Vanguard, which is the next one up.
Yeah, he had to stun on you too. I like that.
Seriously. He's like, oh, by the way, Vanguard. That's all.
You're all right, Reason. You're all right, man. Last piece of news for me. So this news on to be taken as a grain of salt because we've known this shit to kind of fall through in the past. So Marvel released another comic book that happens in between the movies. And the reason I say take it with a grain of salt is like there's been a couple things in the comics that were mentioned to explain shit between the movies, and then that shit turned out not to be true at all. Don't take it totally away from them. There's like some stuff in there, like 30% of it actually does turn out to be true.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. If you read
so
this
those comics are never like 100%?
No. Like,
what
so
the fuck? Aren't there like prequels and shit like that?
They are, but we never know till the movie comes out and like some shit's inconsistent. And they're like, no, the movie's the canon. Always follow the movie.
That's whack.
Yeah. But so this came out, and this is actually about Nick Fury.
Oh.
And it's about between Civil War and Infinity War.
What was he doing that whole time?
He was actually trying to get the Avengers back together. He couldn't find them all.
Oh wow!
Yeah, he couldn't find them all. He knew where Cap was, I think, and then like when he started focusing on other people, he lost track of Cap. And then like
wait, this is between what again? Civil War and what?
And Infinity War.
Because Civil War, we did see him.
Yeah.
So he found them.
Yeah, no, but in between that time,
but they split afterwards. That's right.
He was trying to get them all back together.
Ah, okay.
Because he thought something was coming. He didn't know for sure, but he's like, you know what? We haven't had a threat in a long time, basically. He's like, I feel like something's coming, you know?
That's funny.
And so, and then a funny thing they mentioned is Maria Hill asked him, like, why do you want to get the superheroes back together when they're just going to let you down? And he's like, not all of them will let you down. And what, you're holding back a big gun you're not telling us about? That's what they say. And he's like, I have secrets for a reason.
That's crazy.
So there's a little hint at Captain Marvel.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but so they point out that he had mentioned to Maria Hill he has known about Captain Marvel. He can call her anytime he wants. Obviously she doesn't know who he's talking about, but unless he's talking about someone else. But I'm pretty sure it's Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Captain Marvel. Yeah.
So yeah, that's new. It's the new Avengers movie comic. Like I said, grain of salt. I don't always believe in those because sometimes they fuck us up. But yeah, we'll see where it goes from there. What happens with the movie, if it makes sense.
Has Nick Fury met Spider-Man? No, huh?
No, Nick Fury is not met Spider-Man. That might be the whole thing about Far From Home. Because in the TV show, Spectacular Spider-Man, he's like coaching him. He's like to basically be like a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent with powers. And he's like, I'll help you be a better superhero. Get on your game and shit. Because, you know, like you don't operate like Iron Man or Cap or any of these fools. I'm going to help you out.
Yeah.
And so that could be kind of
You're
fun.
not a soldier.
Basically, yeah. Basically. And that could be kind of fun in Far From Home. Like, have Nick Fury be, like, his light mentor. Like, always tell, like, no, you're fucking this shit up. Like, don't do it like that. Like,
yeah, I guess that could still work. Because I've also, supposedly, Far From Home might be a prequel.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I heard
might be a prequel to Infinity War. Which is why in Infinity War we see him on the bus coming back from the trip.
So that's funny because the original shit I heard was that it was going to be the first movie to take place after the...
That's what I heard too, so...
But apparently things...
We don't know 100%, I suppose.
And we always know Marvel likes to change their shit up too, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah,
maybe it'd be during Fuck Was With All, you know?
Damn. While he's dusted?
Yeah. Like as he's dusted,
it's a dream?
you know, he has his dream, yeah.
Fuck. Alright. So that covers Unfocused, episode 203. AJ, you got any plans for your Unfocused week? I know that we're now doing a solid thing every Sunday as far as...
Oh, that's going to be solid? Goes. Wow.
Oh, we said next Sunday at least. Right?
We did?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
I'll confirm, but I'm pretty sure we said.
Did you guys talk about Sony canceling the appearance at 2E3 next year? Yeah, we did. Where were you? That you were here.
Oh, yeah.
We did talk about that.
Oh, yeah,
I had this whole theory about it, too. About Sony holding off to their own conference because they canceled their, what is it, PlayStation... Oh, my God, what's it called? I just said it earlier.
You can watch that.
Experience.
YouTube.com/Collision20.
No, YouTube.com/Unfocused Podcast.
Unfocused Podcast, yeah, you can catch up on all that. You know, if you can't make the show on time, I understand.
Or if you like, you know, take a piss break real quick and just miss out on a whole news story, I get it.
Yep.
I do that sometimes. But Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee, just dropped, or is dropping tomorrow?
I think tomorrow, yeah.
and I kind of want to get it. It looks pretty good, but then I was like, it's this Kanto again. But people are liking
Kanto's
it,
awesome.
though. Also, Nintendo, by the way. Nintendo also said something about, what game was it? Let's Go and Smash have gotten the most, like, pre-orders in history of, like, games for Nintendo systems.
That says a lot.
Yeah, so both of those games. So I really want to get that the Pokeball thing, because that looks dope. And I also saw chargers for it. So it's actually a little, you know how like the Pokemon centers have those little cradles you put the ball in?
Yeah.
It looks like that. It looks like
Damn,
one of those.
That's
and then
dope.
you drop your ball into it to charge
And
it.
it's like, dun, 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 dun.
That would be cool if it did that. I know it does light up,
That'd be
but
sick.
it looks pretty sick though.
Imagine when it's done, that's the sound it makes to let you know
That'd
it's
be
done.
so sick if it does that.
Oh, shit, that's the next
Dude,
level.
or I might need to hack it and make sure I get that set in
If
there.
you don't, somebody will.
True. Yeah.
All right,
I'll just
anything
wait till someone else does it. Tekken, Soul Calibur.
Yep. I'm definitely going to be on that Soul.
Yeah, for sure, more Soul Calibur. That's really it. Maybe that Splatfest 2, Team Salsa. I got no other plans, really. Nothing I could think of right now.
Yeah, same here. Soul Calibur. I'm just going to try to get better at my wake-up game, my rushdown game for Taki. So that's my main plan. Other than that, I'm going to keep reading Justice League. It's been pretty good. It's very different, very modern, so I like that. And, yeah, I think that's about it.
If that is it, this is like the shortest show we had in a while.
I know, I'm surprised how quickly it ended. I felt like we had a lot of news.
I think because we shared news like
Oh,
twice.
a couple times, yeah. That's probably why.
Yeah. And then I was looking for shit. I could not really find anything interesting.
I feel like we hit all the cool shit. The shit I didn't talk about, you talked about it.
Yeah.
So, Unfocused, bitches, 203. Yeah, don't forget this Giraffe Rig episode. Thank you for joining us. Might get a few games afterwards. But either way, don't forget you can always check out any Collision 28 productions on our main website, collision28.com.
That's right. Catch these old episodes on youtube.com/unfocusedpodcasts. Like, comment, subscribe to that. Or twitch.tv/collision28 to catch us live. Yeah, it's already over. All right, that's okay. You just got here.
YouTube.com. Don't
Stay.
forget /Unfocused Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe. Do the same thing on iTunes. It's free. Unfocused Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, right?
Instagram.
Yeah,
At
Unfocused
Unfocused
Podcast. Twitter, Unfocused28.
And email us for news or things you want to point out or unfocusedpodcast@gmail.com.
That's right. I should check that. All right, yeah, I got nothing else to say.
Sorry, guys. That's it. What do you want?
Nah, no new mail.
It's like Biggie at the end of that track. Remember? That's it. There ain't no more. Remember that one where he goes off for like a minute?
Yeah.
It's over!